Hello everyone, so today I read an article called Women Alleging Rape and Sexual Assault in France, Call to Abolish Statute of Limitations by Chichi Izundu. So this article essentially talked about how women in France have come together and they're trying to get rid of this law that establishes a statute of limitation of 20 years after these women were sexually assaulted or raped, or 30 years after they were sexually assaulted or raped if they were a minor at the time, for them to report their crime. And what's happening here is a lot of these women at the time were being scared by people they worked for or the people who had raped or abused them into not confessing their crimes. And a lot of these survivors were victims of people like Jeffrey Epstein, Jean-Luc Brunel, or Mohamed Al-Fayed. And this is especially important because in this class currently and in modern times, we're talking a lot about Jeffrey Epstein and people who were raped or trafficked by Jeffrey Epstein. So it's very relevant to what's going on in our own country and just globally in general, because this is something that spans with many different politicians from many different countries, people from different countries, and it's just a lot altogether. I personally think that they should abolish the statute of limitation because if the government is kind of just dismissing these cases because of the time that they happen, they're not giving the victims the support and the help that they need, and they're also possibly letting these people who are rapists or horrible people just go and continue their day-to-day, which is extremely dangerous, because they're then likely to repeat their offense again. And if they are of power, they could keep scaring people not into coming forward and keeping them silent.